Right, how to replace a coolant on 1.6 Peugeot 207, 1.6 petrol. It will be pretty much similar to most other cars. First thing, it's important to have a required quantity of correct coolant or antifreeze. This car takes long life red. You can't mix different types of antifreeze. Makes a chemical reaction that is not very good for the car, so don't mix it. Always use what is supposed to be there. So that's what we're going to be filling. Now I had some leak here, so before I put all this stuff back in, I just wanted to show on this car an important thing. It's down. If you look at this bracket here, and there's this connector there, down on the bottom there, all the way past down, with the camera you can't really see it there, there is a little plastic screw with like a full two flat threads that makes like a cross, but they're not like a Phillips or Posi drive. They're literally two flat slots. So before I put everything together, I just wanted to make clear. There it is. It's that screw there. That's the one. Accessed from the top. Let's see. Access from the top there. It's very hard even to see on the camera. That screw there, that is a breather valve for thermostat housing. That is important to burp it out, to breathe the air out from thermostat housing during filling process. It's there. So you might need a torch. Access is straight down, not this first like a bolt. It's passed down. It's quite deep down. It's about that much down, about 6 to 8 inches down. You might need a torch for that. So that's the reason why I didn't want to put all this back together. It's just to show you that one there, right behind this connector on the right hand side. My finger is just showing that. That's the screw. That there. They could have made it a bit more accessible, but obviously they didn't have to. So that's the screw that you'll have to bleed air from the system with a screwdriver like that. So opening, bleeding, closing. Yeah? Like that. And that's on top of the thermostat housing. Now, once we establish that bed, I could just put all this back together, but first I'm going to drain the system. To drain the system, jack the car a bit. There's a little jack. Don't have to lift it off the ground, just enough to put a big tray underneath near side, and you'll see the hose on the bottom of the radiator. It's coming there with one of the clips. Take pliers, squeeze the clip and jiggle it back out of the way. Bring the plastic tub closer and then jiggle the hose out. Now, because my daughter had a leak on her car, we already had antifreeze out and just put the water in, just to make sure that when it's leaking and we're doing all this work, she doesn't get antifreeze everywhere, because antifreeze is not good stuff. Then you have to open the tap, cap, an expansion vessel, open the bleed valve. Don't have to unscrew it fully, just enough to get air circulating through. That's the hose going down. Oops. Just leave it 5-10 minutes for all water to drain out, or old coolant. After a few minutes, close the bleed valve. Now we know where it is. Don't have to over tighten it. Be careful, because it's only plastic little screw valve on a plastic body. Move the tab out of the way. Push the hose back onto the radiator. Get the pliers. And put a clip. Try to put a clip back on the same place. You'll feel and see imprint of the clip on the hose. Try to place it back on exactly the same place, nice and secure. And then you go to the top of the vehicle, open the coolant, screwdriver, and then you need a bit of funnel, just don't want to spill that. Then we'll fill the expansion vessel. There you go, toilet disinfectant bottle, nice little funnel, always for upcycling and recycling. Found this in recycling box, and just make sure you wash it and rinse it thoroughly. Now I'll need 2 hands. I'll turn the camera off. 2 hands, and start filling the system until it's all good. There you go. Done almost half. It's gone to maximum. A few little squeezes on the hoses. You can see it's moving there. And open a little bleed valve. You can hear air hissing out, and it's pushing some liquid. At the moment still pushing a bit of water that was left within the housing. So I'm just gonna let water run out until coolant comes, because what we're doing now is using a coolant from expansion vessel that is going down to push the water, the remaining water within the system. Just have to carefully watch. So when water stops and coolant starts coming out, still clear water coming out, you can see trickling over the gearbox down into the plastic container underneath the car. Still water running. Coolant is going down. See, it's trickling down in a box. Top up more coolant into expansion vessel. It's above the maximum now. Water still runs out. You can just fast forward this bit. A few top-ups later and minutes of running, pink stuff started coming out, and you can see down in that water tub just started going pink. I'll try to pull it out without disturbing much. That's clear, 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 and a little bit of pink on that end there. Just double check the bleed valve. It's shut. Coolant level is between minimum and maximum. I'm going to top it up a little bit, bring it closer to maximum, just in case if some air is left within the system, it will burp and bleed whilst the engine is running. In first drive, there you go, it's topped up to the maximum level, and I have used, there's a marking there, 2 liters, so I used just over 3 liters of antifreeze coolant. Now that would be more than 50% of dilution, so it will come somewhere in the region between -20 and -38 protection, which is more than enough. For South of England, we don't get anything less than -5 here. There you go. That's easy way how to replace the coolant Peugeot 207. Just need to put everything back together and run engine gentle on idle, wait for a bit more air to come, if any, through the expansion vessel to burp itself out, and obviously check for leaks with the next few miles of driving, just to make sure that there's nothing, that there are no leaks within the system. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the day.